Welcome back to Prime Minister in Waiting, where we are with Mr. L.K. Advani a day after the BJP's remarkable victory in Karnataka. Mr. Advani, where do you see yourself in these 8-9 months? Is there now a sense finally that you're getting that maybe you're coming closer to power in general? You yourself, the party, the alliance? Because things
I have no doubt about this. It's not a question of feeling. I have no doubt that the manner in which the UPA has been conducting itself, the manner in which still it is unclear about so many things, the fact that they've become imprisoned in this anti-BJP mode, this detracts greatly from its ability to give good governance to the country. Therefore, the simple contrast between the manner in which NDA functioned for 6 years and the UPA has functioned for these 4.5 years, is going to make the average elector in the country vote for the NDA.
So is it about UPA versus NDA, or is it L.K. Advani versus Sonia Gandhi?
No, it is about UPA versus NDA.
It's not about the personalities.
Personality does figure always. And therefore, I said yesterday to another journalist like you, I said it was a big mistake on the part of the Congress party not to name its leader in Karnataka. And I do not know whether it is going to have the same approach even in respect of the coming Lok Sabha election.
You're saying something interesting. You think the Congress should have projected a leader?
Absolutely.
Whether it was an SM Krishna or anyone.
The day SM Krishna was brought back from the governor's post, I had no doubt that they would do it. But they bungled badly. And the reason for the bungling, I have also explained that. I will explain to you also. That these days political parties have become prisoners of the casteist psyche to such an extent that they do not see the wisdom of even naming a leader.
But I must ask you this. A week is a long time in Indian politics. In the winter, there are states where there could be anti-incumbency against you. Rajasthan, where there is Gujjar violence now. Madhya Pradesh, where you changed chief ministers twice. And you've got a state like Chhattisgarh, where there has been Naxal violence. Do you fear that it's actually anti-incumbency? You benefited in Karnataka because there was no anti-incumbency against the BJP, but it could happen to you in the winter and the momentum could shift again.
And therefore it is that Gujarat is an example, where despite all this talk about anti-incumbency, and not mere talk about anti-incumbency, but a very vicious vitriolic campaign against the chief minister, what we were able to see was that there was no anti-incumbency against the chief minister, there was anti-incumbency against MLAs. And we are cautious about it. If you ask me, what are you thinking these days?
Sure.
I said, I am thinking of nothing else but the Lok Sabha elections and the 5 assembly elections that are due before it, and planning entirely for that.
So you're not worried that in these, in the Rajasthans, the Vasundhara Raje could face anti-incumbency?
If there is a problem, it is problem not of anti-incumbency. There are other problems, such as the one you mentioned just now. We will get over it.
You don't see anti-incumbency to be a problem that could burden the...
Anti-incumbency is a problem which over my decades of experience, I have come to the conclusion that it is not necessarily against the government or the chief minister. It's more against the MLAs, MPs, and to some extent some ministers. If you are able to deal with it properly, you overcome it.
Okay, so my final question then to you, Mr. L.K. Advani, is that we've called this program Prime Minister in Waiting. Be honest, sir. Do you now see yourself ever closer to that? Do you believe that this is that the momentum that you've had over the last few months will really sustain you till March, April?
I don't see the whole issue in terms of person, not even myself. I see it as an occasion and an opportunity for the NDA to return to power and continue the excellent work that it was doing from 1998 to 2000.
And you don't see a khichdi coming in 2009 as many people worry, a Mayawati, smaller parties becoming the dominant force. You don't see that happening.
I foresee once again an alliance coming into power. I am not thinking in terms of the BJP alone ruling the country, but I do not see how that khichdi, the khichdi that we had for 6 years did not give us any problem. We were able to manage it very well.
Mr. L.K. Advani, I must ask you one question. We've seen remarkable micromanagement by the BJP in Karnataka, led by Arun Jaitley. He's almost become a master at this election management. What's the secret mantra? Is he going to be now your campaign manager for Lok Sabha also?
He is an excellent colleague, no doubt about it. And I have had other colleagues also. And everyone has his own specialities. Arun, no doubt, is remarkable.
Mr. L.K. Advani, thank you very much for talking to CNN-IBN. Thank you, sir.
Pleasure.